What's on, everybody? My name is Justice. I'm with my guy.
What's poppin'? It's poppin'. It's your boy Tyaire. How y'all doing?
And you're tuning into the Silky podcast. So this podcast out for sports news and what's going on in the culture. Tyler, how you feeling this week, bro?
I'm feeling real even this week, bro. I'm feeling not too up, not too down, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. We kind of just dreamy. Just a little bit recording on Saturday right now. Just got back from work. Just a long shift. But we still here. We're still gonna get through it because we got a lot of news to talk about, bro. The world of the NFL. So where do we want to start off first? Do we want to recap Brady versus Belichick, or we want to start with that first?
Let's start off with that.
All right. Brady Belichick, Sunday Night Football, regular season game, highly anticipated. It was an eye game. Obviously, there were a lot of emotions for Brady coming into the game. Saw the shot of him talking with owner Robert Kraft, and you see him actually getting choked up while talking to him. They had the tribute video. First snap, first drive, they booed him, and at the end they gave him a standing ovation. But the game overall, kind of just sloppy. Weather played a factor into that. Brady honestly just wasn't just in the game really like that. Missed a lot of easy throws, missed high on a lot of throws. But give credit to the Patriots defense and Bill Belichick because they threw a lot of stuff at him.
Yeah, definitely. Going into this game, I thought that Brady was just going to be able to go to that psycho killer mode that he has in his head, that he could just block out everything that was surrounding this game. But like you said, in this game, you could tell that a lot of the emotions, the history really played a lot to Brady when he was out there on the field. And you could just tell by the way he was playing that he was just going back through all the memories of just what happened here. Even when he ran out, he's like, damn, I'm running out from a different locker room now. I'm seeing people from a different sideline. Like I'm on this sideline for the first time ever. Like that's just weird. Just like I just know, just going back to my house after I go to college for a semester, I come back home and it's weird a little bit. And that's kind of what he looked like out there, like him back home after a semester at college, and he just didn't know how to do it. He didn't really ever got too comfortable, and is glad that they got the win. But Bill Belichick did pull up a good game plan, but people say Mac Jones had one of the best games of the rookies this year, and he did complete a lot of passes. He had like 16 passes in a row, but I think at the end it played to what I talk about a lot with Mac Jones is that he's not that guy that's going to go win the game, and I think we saw that when Bill Belichick chose to kick the field goal instead of allowing them to go for the fourth down and keep going in the drive and actually win the game. Because even with the field goal, it was like 55 seconds left on the clock, so we know that's too much time left with Brady in the tie game. So overall, it was a good game, but I was expecting the Brady to be in killer mode. But I guess the emotions, 20 years, that's a lot to get over.
Yeah, obviously, of course, this is the game that we're gonna be talking about for like the next. We're gonna be talking about this game 10, 15 years from now. Like that first time Brady went back to Belichick, and like the reason why it's significant is because this is probably gonna be the only time that has ever happened. Because Bucks aren't gonna play the Patriots until like 2025, 2026, something like that. That's when they'll be eligible next to play, and by that time, who knows if Brady's still gonna be a quarterback in the league. And who knows if Belichick's still going to be coach of the Patriots at that time. So definitely an event tuned in. Like I think about 20 million viewers tuned in. It was like the second highest rating for a regular season game since like 2012 or something like that. I heard something like that.
Great.
But just definitely just a historical event for football, and it could have been better, but it was what it was.
Yeah, I will say that the NFL they haven't missed on their Sunday night matchups this year. They've been back to back weeks, and they even got another one this week with Pat and Josh Allen. So it's like the schedule makers, they were in their bag this year when they made them Sunday night matchups.
So let's get into that boy Urban Meyer. Let's get into it.
When are y'all going to accept that I am a psychic, a fortune teller, that I told y'all that this shit was not going to work? But introduce the topic, my boy.
So Thursday night football, Jaguars, Bengals. Jaguars ultimately cut the L, and Urban response to that said, "You know what? Y'all go back to Jacksonville. I'm going to stay in the line. I'm going to stay here." Right? Made that decision. Video comes out over the weekend of him at a bar with a woman dancing on him. That woman was not his wife. So obviously this presents a couple of problems on a couple of different fronts. Number one, he's a married man. The woman was not his wife. So now he got relationship problems at home. Two, this happens after the Jaguars lost, a game where they led most of the way. That's a bad look, especially with three. This is kind of a slap in the face to the players and the organization that you represent, because it shows that when the going gets tough, you're really not committed. You're not really invested into trying to make this team into a winner. That's really what it showed. And he has held his press conference. He apologized for his actions, and ultimately he wanted me to kind of just like downplay it. Okay, this was a thing, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But no, it is, because you were one of the main storylines heading into the season. You came out of coaching retirement to coach Jacksonville, coach Trevor Lawrence, the number one overall pick, and he was the only reason why you're going to take the job in the first place. So, yeah, we're going to criticize you for the actions that you took when your squad still hasn't won a single game.
Single game, and especially coming into the season where media pundits were saying, whoa, the Jaguars could be a sneaky wild card team this year with Urban Meyer and his winning ways. And we all know that Trevor Lawrence was a winner in college. So these two winners, they're just going to change that Jaguars culture around. And no, like we touched on it back again last week before even this news broke, we saw what was going on. And it was from the jump with just little signings like drafting Travis Etienne when you have James Robinson as a 1,000-yard receiver coming back. Bringing Tim Tebow in just as a whole media unnecessary circus in the offseason when you have a rookie quarterback where he already has enough pressure on him being a number one draft pick. Having him and Gardner Minshew battle it out for the starting job when he's the number one draft pick, when everybody knew he was going to start before the season, and you knew that too. So you just having this competition to make it even seem like there was going to be another guy wasting reps, so your quarterback looks even more unready when he's out there throwing 70 picks a game. And then it's your schemes that you have out there as a coach. It just looks like you're not even prepared to really coach in the NFL. You have a lot of old school, just we're going to run it and maybe get a couple slants. And with a new age quarterback like Trevor, you have to kind of implement those new style plays that we see coaches like Brian Daboll is using in Buffalo to utilize Josh Allen's size or Justin Herbert's size in LA. And it just looks like Urban Meyer's just like, I'm this guy, we have the big name pieces, and then that's just what it was going to be. And it's just like, no, it can't be that. Like, it can't be that. And that team wasn't built, like, they won one game last year. And I feel like they overly estimated the power of Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence a little bit too much in this situation, instead of actually building the team up.
Kind of just overestimated the power. I had high expectations for a guy that never coached in the NFL before. For a lot of pressure, a lot of expectations for a guy that didn't coach a single game in the NFL. So, I mean, it is where it is at this point. Obviously doesn't help his situation with the Jaguars because they have media reports saying that the locker room was already kind of not really invested into him, weren't buying into him and his coaching ways, his structure. So now you're looking at a situation where you're going to lose the locker room eventually, and we're only about a quarter way into the season.
Yeah, like at this, grown men don't respect you, and a lot of the younger players are not going to respect you. The young cats you had scared of you, they're not scared of you anymore, bro. They like, ain't go deal with your wife, bro. Like, don't talk to me, bro. like, we don't have to, like, you hold no authority figure in their lives anymore, because, bro, you just out here going crazy on the weekend, on the off day, not even flying back with a team after a L. That's really telling about it, coach. That was what stood out the most to me, that you can't even fly back with your team after a L. It's like, bro, what are we paying you for?
And his excuse was, I just wanted the guys and for myself to kind of just get back home and just kind of decompress, and we'll get back at it the next week. And, like, I understand that. I honestly understand it from this standpoint. You haven't been to Ohio in a minute. That clearly was his Ohio side chick. He hasn't seen her in a minute. So, of course, he's going to go over there. Of course, he's going to link back up with her. He's struggling. His team is like 0-4, 0-5. So of course he's gonna go out to the bar, gonna go out, be over her, have a little drinks, and just kick it back like they used to at Ohio State. Of course it's gonna happen.
Spinning back for the Ohio 6 is crazy. That's crazy, Urban. Yeah, you got to do better, bro. It's too many you have too much controversy in your life at this point, bro. Like it's too much. Like the Urban Meyer doc is gonna be a sick one, bro. Like the full thought out Urban Meyer doc, you're gonna be like, this man was sick. Like,
just writing more chapters and more parts of the documentary, bro. We're not even done with his first full year. And begs the question now: does he get fired in the middle of the season? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen because he's getting paid $12 million a year. But I think if one more incident does happen, or if they go winless, I think they're going to have a private conversation behind closed doors and say, once this year's up, you're gone.
I think going winless only opens up the door for another situation to happen, and I just feel like that's what's going to happen. So whatever the next situation is, he's out of here. And I feel like them keep losing games, the situation is brewing because those grown men they haven't won a game since the first game of last season. Like that's the locker room that's starving right now. Those brothers are starving. So you gotta feed them, or he gonna get eat. Like they're gonna kill him. They're gonna send him to the wolves.
He already has it in the media. All right, so let's move on to some other NFL news that actually affects the league, and more specifically the NFC West. Russell Wilson got a ruptured index finger. Injured it on Thursday night playing against the LA Rams. Injured it, was not able to come back into the game, and he's expected to miss somewhere between 4 and 8 weeks. So this opens the way now for Gino Smith to be a starting quarterback once again in the NFL. So obviously it sucks for Seattle, and you lose your best player for multiple weeks at a time. But at least you're losing him right when you have the easy part of your schedule. So now the test for Gino right now as a starter for the next 3 to 4 games before they get into the bye. Just keep the ship afloat. Just go 2-1. We'll take them 1-2 if you're at least competitive. Just keep us in the mix.
Seahawks fans, I want to congratulate you guys because what you got here was a blessing in disguise. And let me tell you this. Why? Because I'm a Jets fan. And now that means that the fate of the Jets' first round draft pick lies in the arm of Geno Smith. And like any other time when the fate of the New York Jets draft pick has lied on the arms of Geno Smith, he's going to fuck it up for the Jets and their fans. So that means you guys are going to win the NFC West now. So Geno Smith, if Russell Wilson's out for 4 weeks, you're going to go 4-0. If he's out for 6, you might go 5-1, 6-0. But you guys are good because Geno Smith, we saw him. He went 5 for 5 on his first drive in 2 years, 3 years, middle of a pandemic. It's just like, yeah, but overall, if we're being realistic, we talked about it last week. We were saving it even before the injury. The Seahawks were going to be in for a tough stretch, and now they play. Who they play next?
They got somewhat of an easy schedule the next 2 games. They got the Steelers, they got the Saints, and they got the Jaguars the next 3 games. So then they got the Packers.
Yeah, so they have a little easy stretch right now, but if that offense, it just kind of like with the Urban Meyer situation, that Seattle team just feels and looks old as hell. Like it just has an old ass feeling, and it just is like masked by Russell Wilson being a Hall of Fame talent. Like if it was a regular quarterback in there, we would be like, okay, this team is terrible. Like this is hard football to watch. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of that during these 3-4 games whenever Russ is out. But since they're not playing that bad of a team, that good of a team, those good teams in that stretch, they might be able to win. But just the way Pete Carroll and that offense looks, I don't even know if they might be able to garner offense during this stretch, though, without Russ.
So we now put any stock into the touchdown drive by Gino Smith where he went 98 yards. Okay.
No, I'm not. That was all jokes of Gino. The real Gino came to hell when he threw the interception at the end. I was like, okay, that's the guy I know. That's That's him.
But it wasn't necessarily his fault because High Locker slipped.
It was never his fault. It was always Gino throwing interceptions when it's just like, bro, just hold on to the ball, maybe. Just it was never his fault. You can still see a nigga slip, Gino. You can still view that on the field. Like you can see that your jersey color is not there anymore.
Nah. But yeah, Seattle, look for Gino Smith under center and just see what y'all can do these next 3 games.
Oh yeah, but Seattle, thank you for those 2 first-round picks you got off y'all, cause Jamal Adams.
Oh, absolutely.
Y'all have fun with that shit, man.
Oh, that boy looking bad right now. That boy looking bad. I've seen a clip of just one play where he had the leverage over the top to make a play on the ball. Completely just went the other way. Just completely misjudged the ball, undercut it too early.
I seen a clip. He was trying to tackle fucking somebody on the Rams. He tackled his own teammate, bro. Like, and just when he's in coverage, oh my gosh. Matt Stafford's like, yeah, where is Jamal at on this play? Let me find him. And just throw it his way every freaking time. The highest paid safety. Thank you. Joe Douglas, you are a forecaster that we didn't even know you were, because thank God for that.
Nah, honestly, thank you, Jamal, because he didn't want to be in that first place. So thank you, bro.
Yeah, thank you for being a bitch and just wanting to be out of here, because we in a way better situation after that. Because if we had paid you that money and you couldn't guard the lick on the outside, we'd be down bad right now. We don't need 2 CJ Mosleys on our spot right now, bro.
Would have been very bad. All right, so let's get into it, bro. The Jets won, bro. The Jets won against
color, man. We finally won, bro. And I think, bro, I really just think I'm gonna just start talking in reverse psychology talk on this podcast. Because when I started off, I was like, the Jets are gonna start off 3-1, and the game they lose is the Titans game, and they start off 1-3, and the game they won was the Titans game. So from now on, I'm saying the Jets is getting smacked in every game. Every game they play, they're getting blown out by negative 30 points. But the game, like we've been saying, it was just a matter of time when our offense got clicking, and we faced one of the worst defenses in the league, and that was promising to see that, okay, maybe it was that we were facing the 3 best defenses in the league, and that's why we couldn't get to a start. Because on a bad defense, Zach was able to cook and show that he's that playmaker that we all knew him to be. And just him winning Rookie of the Week just shows you that he's that guy that me and you've been praising about since March, May, whenever we've been on his bandwagon. So how'd you feel about the game, though?
So I couldn't watch the game in its entirety. I watched it whenever I could, whatever quarter. I tried to peek in every 5 minutes, trying to see what they were doing. But overall, just seeing the first touchdown drive was just really promising, because it really showed what the offense could be on this guy and what the playbook actually has. We saw the jet sweep with Braxton Berrios. We saw a run game that was actually working with Michael Carter. And obviously, of course, Zach Wilson doing his thing, making throws. And just talk about the bombs and Corey Davis. Oh, my God. Talk about play of the week.
Play of my life as a Jets fan. I've never seen a play that got me more excited than that play as a Jets fan, bro. Maybe an Eric Decker touchdown in overtime against the Patriots off the top of my head, but that play right there, bro, it's just like, this is why he's here. All the pro day footage, all the clips that we've been reposting, we finally got one in a Jets jersey in a real game where it mattered on a game, and we got the dub. So it was a point in the game. I was like, oh, I'm cool with the tie. Like halfway in the middle of the time, I'm like, we cannot get this tie. And when he kicked the field goal, I was like, all right, we're going to get a tie. And then he missed it. I was like, yes, I needed this win, man. I needed this.
We really needed it, bro. I was watching that game too. I was saying to myself, I'm just like, bro, if we end up in a tie, I'm actually going to be very upset. They busted their ass the entire game, bro. And real quick, shout out to Q's brother Quincy, bro. Dude is a dog. Oh my God. He was all over the field making plays. Wherever the ball was, he was there in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I will say he was going crazy. he got a little of that Jamal in him where he not looking for the ball, he looking for the hit because there was a couple plays he could have had a pick instead of knocking the nigga the fuck out. But as long as when he works on that, I feel like Robert Saleh is gonna get him in to work on his hand skills and that stuff. But right now, he's flying to the ball. Him and CJ Mosley look like a crazy linebacker duo right now. And like we said, and we're gonna be saying this whole season, this is all without Carl Lawson, our best defensive player on the team. So it's just like with this right now, we're just building chemistry, building this defense. But by next year, by whoever we add in the draft and getting Carl Lawson back, we're gonna have a top 5 defense next year. For real.
Them boys are gonna be that.
And Bryce Hall, bro. Bryce Hall is looking like a cornerback one in this league right now, bro. Like,
because he was, bro. The only reason why he fell in the draft was due to medical. That's it. Teams couldn't get him in the building. That's the only reason why he fell to the fifth. But thank God he did, because he was a first, second round talent that we scooped up.
yeah, we balling right now, and right now for this team, it's just gonna start. Our game lies with the defense. Our heart and soul of this team is the defense. We go how they go, and Zach just got to manage his mistakes and just play his game, bro. And I feel like Mike LaFleur and Robert Saleh just got to let him loose a little bit, because on those big plays, it was him doing the work. Really, it wasn't no scheme that they really set up. It was him rolling out, controlling traffic, the one to Keelan, controlling traffic, the one to Corey. So. And then he had some real clutch plays in that fourth quarter that passed to Jamison Crowder. I'm like, that's a Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers pass right there. Like, that's only 2 I can name that's doing that. Maybe Matt Stafford, Josh Allen, but for sure, Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes is doing that in the fourth quarter. So it's just like seeing that early is why I'm happy we got the guy, and why I'm saying he's the best in his draft by a long shot, just because of his mentality. Just like his mindset is really why I really like him, man. He never gets too high, too low about himself. So I'm always rocking with him. We got the Falcons this week. Bad defense. We should be able to do the same thing. But I feel like the Falcons are going to be like, we don't want y'all hype right now, but we got to smack y'all in the mouth. But it's just all how we respond to that. But I feel like Rob is a good coach, and we're going to be ready.
We're going to be all right, bro. We're going to go into the bye on a calm little 2-game win streak. We're going to be 2-3 going into the bye.
And then we got an easy stretch after the bye. So we good. We just got to face the Bills twice, and then we got a little calm little stretch coming up.
You're going to be all right. Moving on, though, talk about one of the hottest teams, the last undefeated team in the NFL, the Cardinals. Are the Cardinals the best team in the NFL right now?
Nah.
But wait, real quick. Let me present it to you like this with this equation, okay? They beat the Rams. The Rams, the week before, beat the Bucks. Therefore, by that logic, shouldn't the Cardinals be the best team in the NFL?
By that logic, the Cardinals are the Super Bowl champs right now. But I just gotta see, man. The Cardinals are I'm gonna put the Cardinals in the same bunch I put the Sixers and the Bucks in for basketball for many years. I just gotta see, like, your early season success. I can't get too hype off of it, bro. Like, I need you to see you continually do this. If you beat the Rams twice, then I'm gonna say, okay, these are real deal contenders. I feel like the Rams just had to shake off their first loss. They needed that early on in the season so they could know how to bounce back from a loss. Like, if you don't lose, you don't really know how to not lose again after that. So I feel like I just got to see how the Cardinals face adversity. They haven't really faced much adversity, and then I'll be able to tell. But right now, they hot as hell, and that's how they started last year. And a lot of it just has to do with Cliff Kingsbury and me not being as sure about him as a coach. If they had like Kyle Shanahan or Sean McVay, I'll say, yeah, for sure, they're the best team right now. But I'm just not too sure on how Cliff Kingsbury is going to hold up towards the back end of the season. But they definitely going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs.
Next 4 games, they got the 49ers this week. Then they got the Browns, Texans, and Packers.
Yeah, because I feel like they might catch their first L this week against Trey. I feel like Trey might get his first dub in his first start. And but after that, who's the other 2 games?
Against the Browns, against the Texans, and Packers.
Yeah, so they got 3 big games to me that honestly show me if they really about it. So starts with this 49ers game. I want to see how Kyler does against that Browns defense. And then that Packers game is going to be a big teller. So by week 10, we'll know pretty much who they are as a team. if they stand in 6-1, 5-2, then I could say, yeah, they really about it this year.
And credit to their defense. They're playing above what we expect them to play. They said, okay, yeah, the offense is going to be there. Kyler, Andre Hopkins, AJ Green, still capable receiver. It was just really on the defense. It looked like the 2014 Pro Bowl out there, but they've actually played pretty decently well so far. So that was surprising. Yeah, like you said, it's really just going to be like how they handle adversity, if how they handle like, a couple more tough opponents. And so right now that stretch coming up, it's a perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah. But they got it, man. And on that defense, even though it doesn't look like a real solid defense, they got a lot of game breakers on there, like Buda Baker, Isaiah Simmons, Chandler Jones, JJ Watt. They just got guys that when they on, it's not much anybody else could do about it.
For real. All right, bro. So like you wanted to bring up something on the pod, bro. So I guess we can go ahead and get into that right now.
Oh man, what if you caught your girl cheating and this is how you had to confront her about it and this is what happened? So I'm just gonna play this video about this husband and his wife.
Well, I caught you lying. You got mad. I did. Okay, and then when you got mad, you wouldn't fuck somebody else. I was mad at me. Okay, but you wouldn't fuck somebody else. I did because you got caught lying. Yes. And now this person is now mad at me. Now this person is now texting you saying that he was with you actually all night. He was not. Okay, but so he's lying. He is lying. Okay. He is lying. That's a big fat fucking lie. He said last Friday night. What does Katy Perry voice mean? I have no idea. I don't know what he's talking about. So he's lying. I think he was with somebody else before he got to me. That's what I think. Yeah. Well, he thinks he had sex with you all night. He didn't. Did you blow him near the couch? Yes. Okay. Well, he talked right when he walked in the door. Okay, so right when he went out sucking his dick. Yes. Okay.
I just gotta.
Nah, that follow-up is crazy. That follow-up is crazy. Right when he walked through the door? Nah, get the fuck out of the house, bro.
On the welcome mat, she welcomed that nigga. That's it. Yo.
Nah. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. If that's not my house, I'm leaving. Like, I'm gone. Like,
Shorty said I was mad at myself, so I sucked a dick. Like, what?
How does it make any sense? Like, yo, like, come up with a better lie, bro. Like, if you're gonna lie, at least come up with something better.
Like, it's the thing, like, it's the shit she's willing to lie about. She's like, no, I was not with him all day. I was not with him all day. It was 15 minutes at the front door. It was quick and exit. Like, it wasn't all day, man. Like, bro, just tell him you was with him all day. It doesn't get better after he hears you're sucking dick when the niggas walking in the crib.
It don't. It don't at all. Like, like what you say, like, all right, we already established that, boom, you cheated. Okay, boom. Nothing you say after that is going to make it better or is going to make it seem that it's justified in any type of way, shape, or form. No matter how you try to justify it, what excuses you try to come up with. My thing is this, like, so she knows that she's lying, right? She knows this. So in her head, she thinks, oh, this is a good idea. This will make it better. This will kind of ease it. Like, no, it won't.
Wait, hold on. It's a little bit more. I think she might explain herself a little bit more after that.
We didn't leave the restaurant until 10:30. You just heard that. Okay. There was nothing to preface that. But she didn't say that you weren't with him as well. Call her back. She probably won't take the call since you hung up on her. But go ahead and call her back. Okay, now, do you feel bad at all that you did what you did? Oh, my God. Fuck yes, I do. What do you feel bad about? I feel bad that, well, for 100 different things, I feel bad. Starting backwards, or starting at the end and working backwards, I felt absolutely terrible that I cheated on you. Mm-hmm. Well, did you feel bad that you lied to me? Well, I was getting there. I told you I was working from the end and going backwards. Okay. The worst thing that I've ever done is hurt you. Okay, so when you
why? Wait, first of all, why is he questioning her like a DJ Vlad interview? First, like, what?
You gotta know. You gotta get to the bottom of it. You gotta flush everything out. You gotta get everything out there. You gotta know everything.
He said, "I feel terrible. Like, of course, it fucking hurt. I feel fucked up right now. After this, I'm gonna go suck his dick again because I feel terrible, and that's the only way I feel good about myself is sucking his dick. Like, so
That shit, bro. Like, she ain't your shit, bro. That is wild. That is.
As soon as he walked through the door is crazy. Like, in my house, bro. Like, oh my god, there's so many.
Oh, nah. It was in my house.
As soon as he walked through whose door? Justice? Whose door can he walk through?
I thought it was that other dude was crazy.
She would be walking through the door at that point. Like, so as soon as he walked through the door,
Right. You're right. Wow.
So on your Thames, that's right by the front door. They got a little residue on it. You thought it was a rain spot. No, that's that night on your Thames.
Nah, bro, get out of my house. I don't want to hear shit from you at all.
That is tough, bro. They're both sick. He's sick for really interviewing her like this shit is a DJ Vlad sit down, bro. Just take your L and move the hell on, man. Because you recording this shit is not like you just look like a simp, my nigga. Like this is just
like why like I guess recorded to expose her, I guess.
Nigga, that's your wife, nigga. You just gonna take the L, nigga. Like we're gonna see that. Like, damn, my nigga Tim's wife was sucking dick in the crib, but Tim has to deal with that, not me, nigga. And go on with my day, bro. Like, niggas is not about to come rescue you because Shelly was sucking dick on your lunch. Like, no, man. Hey, come on, bro.
Like, no one's spinning the block for you.
Like, fam. You thought niggas about to fucking come together like this fucking Avengers for this man after that, bro. Like, you know, your wife's the hoe.
Like just do it.
Facts, bro. I would have dead ass just like if I was his homie in the comments, I'm like, bro, like it was me. Now cool out, bro.
Now chill out.
Like, is that gonna make you feel better, bro? Like if it was a personal person you knew, so you calm the fuck down, bro. Cause you on the net right now is wilding, bro.
Nah, that's gonna be the thing. No, that's when he started crying on the net. That's when he started recording himself crying on the net, bro.
The camera would have, if I was recording a video, as soon as you heard it, right at the door, the phone would have dropped. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. The whole video.
I had a heart attack. I can't breathe.
Like at the door, where you got all his car funk on you, like everything. Like he didn't take a shower, nothing. You slapped that nigga's whole day up, bro. Like,
now you can't function after that.
oh man, bro, the internet is sick for that, bro. That's one of the funniest things I've seen in a while, bro.
It's not fun, bro. Oh, bro, this girl was on Twitter.
Twitter, bro. That's all the funny shit is on Twitter, man.
Twitter, of course. Of course. Oh my god. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have a funny story like that off the rip. That's all this week.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, actually, no. Wait, I did see the one. You heard about the woman suing Geico because she got HPV?
Yes, bro. Yeah, like shutty. Like,
how you suing an insurance company?
Shorty, it is carton. Like, there's no sexual protection on this fucking long list of shit we cover. We cover accident, rain, sleet, snow, not nut, nigga. Like you're stop fucking dirty niggas. That's the only insurance we could tell you, my nigga. Like, sorry, man.
But no, I was reading the fact that she got awarded like 5.2 mil though.
Hold up, she got awarded. This is when Tyaire X just starts going through my mind because I just start cross-referencing all New York, US versus this nigga cases, and I'm just like, so niggas bring a whole federal case on NBA players for scamming $4 million from dental care from the NBA, which is $1 billion corporation that can lose $4 million. But y'all will reward $5 million to a dumbass who caught herpes.
Like 5.2, bro. Like I'm trying to find the story right now, bro, because I know I definitely read that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, we it's over. We worrying about vax, unvax. It's over. This shit is written already. If niggas is winning 5.2 for catching herpes in a Honda, that's wild. I need to get checked out for my years of smashing in the backseat of a car.
Toyota. That's true. Like that's the thing. Now, like you kind of like traumatized from that. Like now, if I'm one of the parties involved, I'm kind of traumatized for that.
Facts. Like I can never hit in the backseat of a car again. Like shit. Every time I think about it, I'm like, oh shit, I might get something in this. Like, nope, can't do it. Like she must have said like she can't even think about driving again. Like it's affecting her way of making money or some shit. Like, I just got to know how she even finessed this even to be in a lawsuit, because I don't see how Geico is responsible for this at all.
All right. So this woman in Missouri is suing them for $1 million after claiming she had sex and contracting STD with a man in a car that was covered by the insurance provider. In 2018, this person was diagnosed with HPV. She claimed that it was contracted during the car rendivis. The woman now submitted a coverage claim to Geico for $1 million because the vehicle, which is under the other person's name, is insured by the company. That's it. That's her only claim. That because this company is covered by the person I call an STD from, I'm now suing you for $1 million. That's the lawsuit.
Wait, so a random nigga, so a nigga subscribed to a Netflix can get sued because like if I'm a company, I'm not allowing this lawsuit to go on. So if I'm Netflix, Netflix can get sued because a nigga gave bitch the clap while they was smashing watching my app. No, that's not possible. And I still don't know why Geico would get sued. Like, what is the car they were in? Them niggas should be getting sued. Like,
okay, now here's the 5.2 million. Okay, so it says that these two people reportedly reached an agreement in a state court that allowed the person infected to collect 5.2 mil, which she can collect, if at all, only from Geico. So she's suing them for the 1 million, but she can get an additional 5.2 because she reached an agreement with the other person in the state court.
Like, but on the premise of what the fuck did Geico do to you? Like, what did these people do? Why is she not suing this nigga for giving her herpes or HPV, whatever?
Right. You would think that. You would think that yes, I'm going to sue the person for giving me an STD, especially if they knew about it and they didn't tell me. Yes, you're getting all of that person's money, but you're instead going after Geico. Okay. I mean, good luck with that. You're not gonna win that lawsuit. I can guarantee you that.
Geico, I'm like, man, we sell insurance. Like, did we talk about sex in the commercial? Like, what the fuck? That little gecko.
Like, that's not under any of our insurance claim policies whatsoever.
Like, I might have to rewatch the Geico commercial. That little gecko nigga might have been in a strip club one commercial we didn't know. And he said, hey, if you plop that shit down on the wrong dick, we got you for $1 million. No, like what? Right?
No, the internet in the world is crazy, bro. Right. Nah, getting cheated on your wife is crazy, and then her saying, did it right as soon as you walked through the door, and then
but it was like the funny part in the first part. The nigga is like, last Friday night, Katy Perry voice. He said, "What the fuck is that?"
Wait, what the hell does that mean, Katy Perry voice?
I guess because the song, whoever was texting, was like, last Friday night, and they was like, just think about Katy Perry singing that shit. But this old ass nigga doesn't know what Katy Perry voice means. So he's like, what does that even mean, bro?
Why are y'all talking about that song anyway?
Oh, bro, yeah.
All right, bro. New music Friday. Not a lot released. Don Toliver, he released the album Life of a Don. I listened to about half of it. It's all right. Not my cup of tea personally. Like, cool, but as far as like a full length project from him, not really that interested into it. I gave it again. I listened to half of it, but nothing stuck out to me in those 6-7 songs for me to stick around.
I'm sorry, bro. We could get back to what you were saying, but that whole thing. I was just thinking about that whole situation, but just replace it with Scottie Pippen and his wife.
That was the conversation after you found out about Future. That was the conversation.
Yo, what is freelance? Don.
He had on flip-flops. He had Gucci flip-flops when he walked through the door. I'm not gonna lie, Scottie did not deserve that tray. He did not deserve that tray.
Fuck Scottie. He deserves every stray he ever gets from the first. Scottie know what he got coming for him, and he know he was doing that nut ass shit at the beginning of this year. Fuck out of here, book tour ass nigga.
We gonna wrap it up with that piece. Thank you so much for watching. Listening.
A book tour ass.
Like, share, subscribe, do all of that. Catch you on the next one.
Peace. Oh man.